Welcome back,
Hello.
Baller Central. We are here. We are live. It is me and John currently. Phil will be joining us a little later. Um, y'all know where to find us every week. We're here on every Monday. We're here live for the NBA pod. Um, what else do we do? We have TikTok. We have Twitter. We have Twitch.
We got our normal pod
we have
on
a normal pod which we do, which comes out every Friday as of right now. We have other stuff that we're also doing on the side. John has like a start bench cut thing. Me and Phil got a WWE thing going on.
I just saw your reaction. Love that video.
Thank you, appreciate it.
That comes out soon, right?
Comes out Thursday.
Thursday or Friday? Thursday. I think it's Thursday.
I think it comes out Thursday. Phil's in charge of that. So, what else we got going on? I don't know. We got a lot of stuff going on. We got fantasy leagues. You feel me? We got a fantasy football league, which we are trying. I'm trying to watch a game right now. Although I need about 45 points from Austin Eckler to win, so I'm pretty sure I lost already.
He can do it for you, though.
Listen, you know what? I'd rather him not do that.
Really? Okay.
I'd rather him have a bad game today.
So you get the pickup on the waiver wire?
Yes.
All right, I like it. Smart move.
Also, if he has a bad game today, I go 3-1 this week. I'm in 4 leagues. I win 3. Okay. I win in 3, and I lose in our league.
Okay.
If he has a great game, I only win in our league.
Got you. Okay.
I'm facing him in every other league, but I have him in our league. So yeah, I'd rather him just play bad. But we're not here to talk about football tonight.
Yeah, we're talking about basketball.
Exactly. We're here to talk about basketball. Before we get into that, bro, how are you? From the first pod, how you doing?
I've been good. I mean, I'm glad we're going live finally. You know what I mean? It's nice that it's on basketball, so football's not rushed, and we can really get into, just the hot topics early in the week. You know what I mean? Basketball is such a mainstream topic where it dominates our social media, and it dominates a lot of different parts of life in March Madness. Talk about betting culture. It's insane. I can't wait to do that live here. You know what I mean? We're going to be live on that Monday or whatever in March.
Yes, we are.
So it's going to be fun. But I don't know. I'm excited, and I think this is a great start and a good halfway year move. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think basketball is. Oh shoot! I just realized a black guy. I didn't turn it on.
That's what's up.
I'm realizing basketball is really. I hate to say it, but basketball is more America's sport than any other sport is.
Sure.
People watch basketball more than they watch football. They watch it more than they watch baseball. They watch it more than they watch hockey.
Their faces aren't covered. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
What I mean?
Who they are.
You know exactly who they are.
Yeah, man. So
for better or for worse, sometimes for worse. You know what I mean?
It is what it is. I would rank it basketball, football, baseball, hockey. For me, as the big 4 sports.
Yeah.
But basketball seems to be a favorite. It's definitely all over social media more than football is. And it's like when basketball season starts, football becomes the forgotten sport for some reason.
Okay, all right. That can be
something with baseball. Like baseball's giving us the summer. You feel me? They're giving us all during the summer. As soon as football season starts, everybody's like, baseball, the hell?
Yeah, which is weird because that's in their playoff time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
But
I'm actually just glad that the only two sports that playoff time interlock is basketball and hockey.
Okay. Yeah. So and they're nice because it's a nice you know what I mean? It's almost like basketball is more finesse and hockey's more brutal when it comes playoff time, and it's nice to see that overlap. You know what I mean? Because sometimes football overlaps with basketball and hockey, and it's a perfect world. You know what I mean? But it's only 2 weeks out of the year that ever happens.
Yeah.
But
I mean, well, this is the time of year where every single sport is being played.
Yeah.
So I can appreciate I can appreciate the sports. I definitely appreciate baseball, football, and basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Still trying to get into hockey a little bit. I got into boxing over the weekend finally.
Did you? Okay.
I've been into boxing for a while now. It was the Crawford and Spence fight that really got me into boxing.
Okay, got you. I feel that.
And this weekend I knew KSI was fighting Tommy Fury. Mm-hmm. Logan Paul was fighting Dylan Dennison. Granted, they're celebrities, but it was damn, kind of want to see this.
Yeah, absolutely. There's definitely hype around these fights, and I think ever since boxers took money from these entertainers to fight them, at least in joke exhibitions, these regular celebrity exhibitions have become more and more interesting, right? Because we want to see who's going to knock who out. And I mean, if they're training almost as if they're a boxer, yet they're trying to be an entertainer, I don't know. I think it brings something else to the game. You know what I mean?
Funny thing about it though, like a lot of these entertainers are actually like they're taking it very seriously. Like
They are.
KSI takes it super seriously.
The
Logan Paul,
Pauls.
Jake Paul. Jake Paul takes it very seriously. So it's like it's very entertaining to see the process that they're going through. And I can't lie, it's very entertaining to see their fights. Like the KSI fight, granted, it wasn't an entertaining fight, but like in my eyes, in the eyes of most of America too, he actually beat Tommy Fury on Saturday. Tommy Fury won via judges, you feel me? But we looked at the stats, man. KSI won that fight.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that, and I think ever since the Conor Mayweather crossover, that has been, you know what I mean? We look at things like, oh, maybe they shouldn't fight, and then we'll look at things and go, why not? Let's see what happens. You know what I mean? Like, and it's sometimes the let's see what happens is impressive because we didn't think they'd live up to it. You know what I mean?
Oh, facts, man. But again, sorry. Let's get into basketball.
Facts.
Veering way off topic here.
Is there a team that you're super excited for this year?
A team that I'm super excited for.
Yeah, that's what I want. Let's talk about. Let's get into that because I'm looking for, you know me, betting wise. I need to always add a team, right? I'm fine if they're great. You know what I mean? I'm fine if they're mediocre. I'm not fine if they're bad. You know what I mean? I'm not fine if they're still on the. I mean, I like a still on the rise team. You know what I mean? But they got to be a little bit established. You know what I mean? They got to be able to beat somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that describe anybody to you?
Yeah, I'm trying to think because for those who don't know, I am a Mavs fan. You should know this already, though. John is a Knicks fan.
I am, yeah.
Other teams that I pay attention to closely, I pay attention to the Nets. I pay attention to the Lakers. My friend's a Laker fan, so I got to hear from them all the time. So I might as well watch the Lakers. I hear about the Celtics all the time because of Phil. I hear about the Knicks all the time because of you.
Yep.
I hear about the Bucks all the time just because they are a very prominent team, and the same with the Nuggets. In terms of teams that I'm really excited for, though, I'll say this, and I know this is kind of weird after how last year ended, but I'm kind of excited about the Cavs.
Okay.
With them adding Max Strus, you feel me? Like they have now they have a wing, like to somebody to play that 3 position. So like they kind of have a good start. Like they got Garland at the 1.
Okay, yep.
Mitch at the 2. Now you could put Strus at the 3. Then you got Mobley at the 4, and then you could put Jared Allen at the 5. And it's like you still got Karis LeVert off the bench. I think he's still there. I don't know if he left.
He might have left in free agency. I'm not 100% sure, but
yeah, I don't know their roster because I'm not a Cavs fan.
Yeah. But that's a great pick. They're a young team. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and like, sure, they lost the Knicks last year in the playoffs, and yeah, that was demoralizing. I mean, they made it to the playoffs. Good for them. You know what I mean? So I think if they can continue to build, you know what I mean, and Mobley, and I mean, I love Jared Allen. I think that dude plays harder than almost anybody in the NBA, and I think for people who say the NBA is not a physical sport, still, that's just laughable to me. I don't mean to be like that, but like come playoff time, people. That's what they do. You physical up, and it's up until the foul. You know what I mean? And I think refs are getting more situational, and they see how people are faking fouls in situations, and now they're not calling it as much. You know what I mean? So now people are just becoming more and more physical, and I think it's going to ramp up until until low-key gets out of hand, and they really got to start like giving out texts low-key. But I mean, I don't know.
Hey man, I saw it most in the the Sixers Nets series last year. With Joel and Clax like going at it crazy to the point where Joel's kicking this man.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
All around, and the refs had to finally step in, like, "Hey, Tech, you're out of here. You're out of here. Stop that." Stop. Like, one, I don't like the game to get to that point, but I love aggressive. Like aggressive sports is way better than just watching them play the game.
Sure. Because like it's one thing if I guess the game's flowing or a team that's supposed to be winning's winning, but it's another thing when the star player of that team that's supposed to be winning is dominating. You know what I mean? to the point where you didn't think he would dominate this well. You know what I mean? Like that, we saw a lot of that from Jimmy Butler last year in the playoffs. You know what I mean? And I think that's why he's gotten a lot of steam and a lot of credit, and he's been able to do what he wants to do. You know what I mean? Because he did it when he needed to do it. I mean, maybe that's a little biased because I do like the Heat, and I do like Jimmy Butler. I like his story. I like his hustle with, like, even in COVID, he had that coffee business. You know what I mean? Where like he would charge people $20 for a cup of coffee, and people would buy it because it was good. You know what I mean? Like, and it was like you had to make money somehow. You know what I mean? You had to spend your money somehow.
Yeah. But let me ask you the same question. What teams are you like super excited for this year?
Ooh, I'm excited for a team. I'm excited. I know this is gonna be like, this is maybe too tailored to this thing, but I think Dallas or like Boston, like teams that haven't taken that final step, are gonna take that final step this year. You know what I mean? I also like, don't get me wrong, I like the Milwaukee forming almost a super team. You know what I mean? I want to see what they do and how they handle the East. You know what I mean? Because injuries are going to be a thing. Same with Phoenix, but it's, I mean, I'm not counting anybody out, and I think that's where like people get mistaken. Like, I can't believe the Heat were counted so out, even though they were a play-in team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I think at a point, I don't know. I mean, maybe we needed to be shocked. You know what I mean? But I think at a point, like, we should have been like, hey, the Heat, they have chemistry. You know what I mean? Maybe they could run through some teams early. You know what I mean? And then just gain momentum and beat Boston. I mean, they played competitive against Boston all year. So, I mean, it's not like it was out of the question. But, I mean, yeah. I'm looking for a team that is already established to take another step. You know what I mean? Like, I really want to see what Boston does this year, because they were at the top of the heap all last year. All right, I was the one who was like, they ain't going to the finals. They ain't going to the finals. And I was right, because they just weren't there yet. And now something happened in their offseason, and players were switched, and now they're on rival and other teams. And I mean, now you're getting other players from a team that now is creating a super team, and it's you're a super team. Like, you gave out 2 max contracts to 2 of the youngest players in the NBA. I want to see what happens with those contracts. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I have a lot of questions for Phil and Boston when he finally comes on, but I don't know. I think a team like Boston, I don't know, is there one in the West? Like, do you think that could be the Clippers finally? You know what I mean? Or like, do you know what I mean? Like a team that just hasn't taken a step but needs to take a step, and if they do take a step, they'll run. You know what I mean?
I can't say Clippers because they don't stay healthy.
They don't. And it's, I mean, maybe this new rule, like, what do you think about the new rule about load management this year? Have we talked about that yet?
I love it. Make these guys play, man.
Okay.
Y'all getting paid all of these millions. Y'all not getting paid to sit down.
I like it as well. But can I say this? This is what the prize should be in the middle of the tournament. All right. You should make it so you get a little pass. Your team for the rest of the year can sit or not sit whoever the hell they want. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, I see where you're going with it. I just disagree because I'd much rather like.
Well, yeah. I'd rather see them too. You know what I mean?
Situation where Kawhi and PG are just like, well, PG not so much. But
yeah, PG not so much.
Like, I don't feel like playing today. He's on the road in New York, and I paid all his money to get a ticket to go see Kawhi play. I don't feel like playing today. Now I can't see Kawhi play. I don't want that. I don't want no situation like that, man.
That's valid. That's why I go to games. Yeah. You know what I mean? I want to see these Pacific people play, like David Wright, like Eli Manning. Like, I mean, if it's the Knicks, Carmelo, I guess. You know what I mean? But
yeah, like, I'm not gonna go buy a Week 17 game for the freaking Chiefs, because by then they probably got the division already locked up. Playoffs is already locked up, so they're not gonna play Mahomes. They're not gonna play Pacheco. They're not gonna play Kelsey. You feel me?
So what is my ticket really worth if I'm buying it for 3 times the amount that they originally sold it for? You know what I mean? Exactly. Just go see a playoff team that's not going to play. You know what I mean?
Now exactly, because now all of a sudden, playoffs are clinched, divisions clinched. We don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
And I'm coming here to see. I don't even know who their backups are at this point. Like, Noah Gray.
Yeah. I mean, Man's pretty good if we're talking LA. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know. You got to do something with that mid-season tournament that they threw in there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's no prize. I need something that nobody else has that you can give somebody. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the real problem with the mid-season tournament. There's no real prize.
Yeah. Like, what do you think about my? I mean, I know it's stupid because I agree. I completely agree with your point. You know what I mean? Because I'm glad the NBA addressed it, and I think ticket sales will be up even more knowing that only one player can sit out. You know what I mean? But like, what would you add to the midseason tournament? I know we're jumping all these new different things, but
We're
I'm
gonna
just
add to it. It's like you
yeah.
said, it just needs a real
Like,
prize. You feel me? I
like
don't.
what would be your real prize? Like, would it be like a NBA pays for a vacation of a team to go anywhere in the world? Like, would it be?
That sounds a little. I don't know about that, but
I mean, these owners got a lot of money. I'm just saying, if you're gonna make a prize, make it a prize. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
But I mean, they could also work. You go to China, you know what I mean, and like do a double down. You know what I mean? But I mean, once again, you'd have to clear with these players, and make it a prize. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm like hawking football tonight. I'm
You're
sorry.
good. How's it going?
Hence the implications. Austin Eckler got 4.4 points. He has 4 rushing yards.
Make me check. I'm not. It's
He
not like I'm
has
gonna lose, but
1 reception for 28 yards. So you know, uh, the guy I'm playing in one other league also has Dallas's defense. So like Dallas's defense right now has 8 points because the game just started. You feel me? Chargers still haven't really done anything yet.
Dak needs to throw to his rookie tight end. I'm telling you,
Uh-oh.
he's been good all year. Oh,
Yeah, he has been good. I like Ferguson.
Ferguson,
A lot.
yeah.
Um,
He reminds me of like a mini Jason Witten if they just keep giving him the freaking ball. But I mean, hey, it is what it is.
yeah, but back to the NBA, man. Have you watched any Knicks preseason or like what have you been paying attention to?
Very minimum preseason. I've seen the top rookies play. I've seen Scoot play a little bit. I like his game. I've seen like I was telling you off air. I saw the San Antonio kid play for that one game or the 2 games he played. I watched both highlights. It's interesting. I don't know. I'm every NBA season we get surprised by one team. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, like I want to see it coming, but people never do sometimes, and it's just a chemistry thing, or it's just I mean, sometimes you can chalk it up to preseason, but I wouldn't say that's where you fully build your team. Like I feel like the NFL is different than the NBA. Do you know what I mean?
Very much.
Yeah. So I mean, like I feel like preseason is there if you wanna tune up. You know what I mean? But it's not It's not like a necessary thing. I would think.
Whereas it's necessary in the NBA. I mean the NFL because
Yeah, just to go through the motions. You know what I mean? Like once before a real live game, because we see like week 1 and 2 all these really good players like struggling because they all sat in preseason. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
I mean, for the NBA, I mean you're not putting on equipment. You know what I mean?
You're just running.
You're running. That's the thing. Yeah, that's.
I don't know, man. In terms of preseason, I haven't watched a lot of Dallas preseason.
Okay.
I've watched some. They look good. They just got to stay in rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a situation where I know what's going to happen this season, where you'll have Luka going for 38, and then you'll have Kyrie going for another 20. But then the rest of the team is so cold. I just don't want to see that again this year, man.
I want to see if they do that or if they address their defense this year. I think if
Yeah,
they don't address it early in the season.
That's another thing I saw against the that Minnesota game. I did not like how they were playing defense. Granted, a lot of younger kids got in, but it was way too many points against from Minnesota that day. But I don't know, man. I'm just hoping that the team stays consistent. We have pieces this year. We can actually. I'm not gonna sit here and say we can make the finals, but we can easily be top 6.
Dallas, they definitely could. Definitely could be top 6.
So I just want you guys to stay consistent. I want you guys to stay active and ready on defense.
Do you think this is a hot seat year for Jason Kidd? For Dallas?
That's a good question.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm going to say no.
I'm going to say all right. I like that. I like that answer as well.
I think it's more of a hot seat year for the GM.
Okay. Okay, I like. All
But then
right,
again, it kind of goes hand in hand because if the GM gets fired, the new GM might want to bring in his own coach.
sure.
But I feel like it's more on the GM because of the lack of moves. Like off season, we had a solid off season, literally solid, like a 6.5 or 7 out of 10, solid. But we were not trying to make those big moves that would really put us over the edge, like going and get a Jeremy Grant or trying to get Chris Middleton.
You're missing that one player.
Or trying to really get Ayton. Like we needed to make a real splash this offseason because the Nuggets are not like they lost Bruce Brown, okay, but they're not getting worse, okay?
But I don't know. I don't know if they repeat, and that's maybe my big take. I don't know if the Nuggets repeat. I get Jokic is a problem, but I also think his comparisons to the Greek Freak are very similar. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Like I think and maybe this is out of hand, but I think that last year his season, the season that the Nuggets put on, they did everything perfectly, right?
Mhm.
Kind of just like Milwaukee did everything perfectly up until what KD got hurt or he hit that line or whatever the hell they knocked out the Nets and then they took it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
The final. So like what I'm saying is like I want to see if the Joker can do it again. Like don't get me wrong, I think he can. I'm not trying to downplay him. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know if do you think at all the Nuggets what they lost would cost them a championship?
They didn't lose much. So
I know. They didn't lose much. I'll admit with that, but sometimes it
I don't
really
think
is
Bruce
that one
Brown was
piece.
the deciding. I don't think Bruce
I
Brown
get
was the
that.
deciding factor.
I get that. And I mean, I want to see who they bring in because you never know. They might just bring a kid off the street to take his job and he might just do it just as well. You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna
Maybe
say a kid
not.
off the street, but they can.
I mean, I'm talking about like an undrafted rookie or you know what I mean? Like somebody yeah.
Like he keep finding all of these gems
That's
undrafted.
that's what I mean.
So
If
I
the Heat
understand what you're saying.
if they're pulling out 3 or 4 guys that out of nowhere, do you know what I mean? Like what is going on with the NBA? You know what I mean? Like they're making up their own current. They let Max Strus and who's the guy that went to the Lakers?
Max Strus went to the Lakers. No, Max Strus went to the Cavs. Gabe Vincent went to the Lakers.
Yeah, they let those guys walk for free. Do you know what I mean? Like those guys were starting in their starting line, like they were playing max minutes, and like the Heat were like, "Oh, it's all right, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out."
I'm not gonna say that they let them go, but they definitely didn't make the effort that they could have to keep them.
That's all I'm saying. Like I think they would have gotten paid a lot more. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
But it is what it is. But like I said, I don't think Dallas made a move to really make them. Like we drafted well, but we didn't go get what we needed for real.
A big.
But well, I forgot what your question was before.
I had a lot of them. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I'm just keeping it flowing. I'm keeping it flowing.
Well, I'm talking to you now. You got any Knicks outlooks? Like, what do you think?
Knicks outlooks. I mean, I want to say we're making the playoffs, but I also
I went and grabbed DiVincenzo, which was I think was a pickup.
I think his chemistry and that little college thing that they got going right now. I mean, it's going to be interesting, but I mean, I think there's going to be a move at the deadline with somebody. Do you know what I mean? Somebody's going to go, and hopefully it works out for us. I don't know. I that's what I'm predicting because I think I don't know. I see them moving on, but I don't from somebody. I just don't know who it's going to be. Do you know what I mean? I think the Knicks have to make a deal with the deadline because they're going to have to start competing soon. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I know who it should be.
Who should it be?
I'm not a Knicks fan, but the deal I've always said about that the Knicks should make.
All right, tell me it. Maybe I'll agree.
Maybe Julius Randle go get Zion.
I'm fine with that. I mean, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, it is a suspect deal, but I've been saying they need to move on from Julius Randle for a minute, and they haven't been, and it's been working out for them. So if Julius Randle is doing what he needs to do and not the first shooter option, he's a great player to have on your team. You know what I mean? Yeah. But sometimes he takes shots like I take shots in basketball. Do you know what I mean? I've never played basketball. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just.
Julius is not a first option that'll win you a title. He's a great. Yeah. I think he can be a second option.
He could be a great second number two. I think I think Brunson also played great last year. They need to get him somebody to match his effort. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and if DiVincenzo isn't it, they got to get rid of him. No offense. DiVincenzo better break his back. No offense. I don't mean to be like that.
DiVincenzo's going to step into the role that everybody wanted Quickly to be and Josh Hart to be. Like, he's better than both of them, I think. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I love Josh Hart too. But I think DiVincenzo's better than both of them. And sorry, just a weird comment.
Yeah, sorry.
Don't even worry about it.
Cool. Thank you for doing that. I was shocked by them too. But yeah, I don't know. What I'm saying is I'm a little nervous because the Knicks head coach loves to run his starters. You know what I mean? So into the ground. So I'm nervous about injury. You know what I mean? Like, I'm nervous about what happens next. You know what I mean? So I think Brunson's gonna have hopefully a good year. And like, I haven't been to a live Knick game, so I'd like to go to one this year. You know what I mean? And I'd like to see him play. You know what I mean? And I love this rule by the NBA. We're gonna bring it up again. That you can only sit one max star player. You know what I mean? So, I mean, every team has at least two. So, I mean, I think that'll help with effort. I think that'll help with games. We'll talk later about this tournament because there's got to be some suggestions we come up with or something. But there's
got to be something we can.
There's got to be something like that just makes sense. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? But this NBA season, I mean, maybe it kind of feels like football, like the start of football. Like, you don't really know what to expect right off the bat, but you're excited. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what it feels like. Like, it's not. I don't feel doom yet. You know what I mean? And I don't feel like it's going to be the best year. You know what I mean? But I do feel like it's going to be a kind of a wild start. I don't know. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm ready for the NBA season to start. When do they start up? Halloween?
The 24th.
Okay, cool. So right before.
Next Tuesday, actually. Next Tuesday.
That's what's up.
So we got our fantasy draft this Saturday, actually. I got another one Sunday. I did one last week.
I'm excited for y'all. I'll help with statistics from time to time, from week to week on updates for basketball, since I'm not in.
Yeah, I mean,
I know I need to take a step back this year.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say you're not in the league anymore.
Yeah, but I'd like to call myself an honorary member with like some, like I'll do some, you know, like I'd like to add to it a little bit. You know what I mean? Nothing like important. You know what I mean? But like, hey, this is what's going on here. Matchups to look for here. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I'd like to understand fantasy basketball a little bit more because, like, I don't know. For me, it's completely different than fantasy football. Do you know what I mean?
It is. Okay, it's something you got to be on top of every single day. So.
Every single day, and it's just like, don't get me wrong. Like, as much as I like it, as much as I am interested by injury updates, like it also blows my mind because sometimes people are just injured out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Sometimes, I have COVID. You had COVID 6 months ago. Now you have COVID. Oh yeah, okay, I have COVID. Or like if anybody on the Clippers, you know what I mean? Like, we don't even know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like that's a suspect. Yeah, you know what I mean? That was a suspect pick. So I mean, I don't know.
It is what it is, though.
I'll definitely take some notes this year, though.
Yeah, but like I said, you got to be on top of fantasy basketball every single day. Lineups are forever changing. Injuries are forever happening, but games are literally every day from the 24th until All-Star Weekend. I think 2 days before All-Star Weekend is the last game, and then 3 days after All-Star Weekend, that's when the next game is, and you're done again until the end of the regular season. So,
who do you hate to face more, Tommy or Phil?
I hate facing Tommy.
Okay, because that's like Tommy is good. Tommy is sneaky good. Like,
me and Phil always have great matchups.
Yeah,
I can't call it a rivalry.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I can because we are pretty even right now. Okay. I think he's beaten me the last 2 years in fantasy football. And I beat him this year. I smoked him in fantasy basketball last year and the year before that. Nice. No, I mean, the year before that, he was champ. But, like, regular season, I ended up winning a lot. Mm-hmm. I'm the defending champ this year.
I know.
I don't know, man. I don't like playing Tommy though because Tommy, for some reason, like his teams are always like solid teams. Sure. And it's like they're literally all putting up the same 30, 40, 50 points.
Sure. Yeah.
Like there's no drop off between them. And when he sets his lineup, like for some reason, and when he places me, he plays his lineup every single day.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to literally have a nail biter with him every single week. And it's like last year, I actually lost to him because of that. And it's like,
yeah, he does that to you.
I think I had him beat out, but like he decided to set his lineup every single day when he's playing me. He's out of playoff contention. He has no reason to win. I'm fighting for the 1 seed.
Yep.
And here he comes setting his whole lineup, and I just lose. And I ended up
Tommy.
I think I ended up 3rd seed or something like that. Again, still I won the league, so I'm not really complaining. But
in a way, he kind of helped you out. You know what I mean? Think about that.
He did, because I didn't have to face Zach in the 2nd round.
There you go. You know what I mean?
And Zach was Zach's also another scary one. Zach, who won the league 2 years ago.
He did.
I had to beat him last year to get to the championship for Phil, and then I had to beat him. No, I had to beat him 2 years ago. He won the league 3 years ago. I had to beat him 2 years ago to get to the championship with Phil, and I had to beat him I beat him in the championship last year. So he's another one that I don't like facing. TJ is always a good op. I just always beat him.
I didn't as well as TJ played last year. I didn't know him as well. You know what I mean? So I didn't see him as much as a challenge. I'm not, by the way, I didn't even I was horrible at fantasy basketball. Like I realized I drafted horribly as injury wise. And then I sold last year, and then I told myself this year, I was like, instead of wasting $50, how about we learn? How about we absorb this year and go into next year? You know what I mean?
One thing I noticed that you do during fantasy basketball is you don't pay attention until fantasy football is done.
Bro, facts. Well, I mean, but like last year was a bad year for me because I was so I came in 3rd the year before for fantasy football, and I really, really, really wanted that chip because Phil has been egging me on low key for fantasy for football. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to be like, got it. You know what I mean? But I came in 3rd again, so I've decided I'm gonna take this seriously, and then next year I will take fantasy basketball seriously.
Yeah, I'll say this about fantasy football. I think you got it in the bag at this point, man.
Hopefully, I'm trying. I'm really trying.
I think the Jettis trade would have put me over the top.
I'm sorry that happened to you. If I can speak frankly real quick. I personally think that you should have had some rights of your own to be like, nah, we agreed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
it's the same you were also big on your commissionership, so I gotta applaud you. You know what I mean? For me. You know what I mean? Because you really did do your job in that moment. You know what I mean? Even though in a way it was effed up. You know what I'm saying? So
listen, gotta be fair. Same rules for everything. A trade gets accepted. It's not processed. Until it's not official until it's processed. It didn't process.
Yeah.
He still had the right to back out. I had the right to back out too. So
True.
It is what it is, man. Don't wish that on anybody though. That hurt.
Bro, no. I was like, and then I saw the other trade and I was like, all right, it was kind of a valid. It was a little bit better for a keep.
He told me about the trade before he backed out too. And I was
like, cool. You're like, understandable.
Yeah. Like I hate that I have to be like that, but it is what it is, bro.
It was just so I don't mean to be even, but kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That it was worth it. Yeah.
But like I said, it is what it is. This year we will be implementing some new stuff for fantasy basketball. I still got to decide a punishment.
Ooh.
I'm still waiting on people to send their funds for the league. But like I said, we're drafting this year. Are there any players that you're really excited to watch this year, though? Not necessarily rookies, but anybody.
I'd like to see how Smart does in Memphis because I really don't like how the NBA did. What's his face so dirty? I'm sorry. I don't want to mess up his name. Who's the star of Memphis?
Ja Morant.
Ja Morant. Thank you very much. Sorry. So I think the suspension, by suspending him that many games, it already messes up his money for the next 2 years in a sense. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think personally that is an overreach of the league. Do you know what I mean? Like this guy is gonna have to play out this whole year. It's gonna be a down year because he's starting so late. You know what I mean? And then you expect him to lead a franchise with somebody else coming in who just basically came from Boston, where he was basically running that franchise. You know what I mean? And like I'm excited to see how those two play together. I'm excited to see what happens to Memphis. I really want them to take that next step. I think they could be one of those teams. I think Jared Jackson Jr. is a good big, and I think him and Ja together have been a great mesh. And I mean, they're still so young, right? I mean, maybe I'm wrong by that, but
They're very young.
Cool.
They're younger than all of us.
Okay, cool. So I mean, it's just like no rush to them, but like take another step, because guess what? Like you keep taking these steps, you're running. You know what I mean? You're running. Nobody is catching up with you. Ask Steph how that went. Ask LeBron how that went. You know what I mean? Like some of these, like they went back to back to back to back. And I know I'm saying I don't know if Joker can do it, but like I don't know if anyone who can win once can win again. You know what I mean? Like I think the hangover is a serious thing in sports. I know that's like messed up to say, and I know there have been back-to-backs in basketball, so I mean it is what it is, but I think the hangover.
I'm gonna say this about well, I have something to say, but before I do, let me just bring in a third member of the night.
Oh, I like this. Nice. Hello.
Hey, how are we doing?
Welcome.
Welcome.
Oh, how are we doing? Also, thank you for holding the pod down. I was away. Appreciate it.
No problem. I got a statement to say, but before I do, how are you?
Good.
Nobody really cares. We're moving on.
All right, let's get it. Welcome to the pod.
How you doing, bro?
Hit me with a rock statement. Good Lord. Pretty good. Lost $20 to John this past weekend.
That's right, you did.
John, that video is posted. Because fair is fair. Since I posted the Jets one, ours is posted as well. I don't know if you shared it or not, but I doubt it. So
I might. I don't know. I might just save it and put it in the vault.
Probably not. Yeah, but it's everywhere. Yeah, it's everywhere. So just a heads up. Hey, feeling good. Celtics season's coming up. The Patriots season's over, so basketball season's here. So something I can look forward to. And fancy basketball.
Sorry, go ahead.
So fancy basketball around the corner as well. Our draft is this Saturday. I'm excited to see who drafts who, where the draft positions are, and how the drafts go. So I'm excited. A lot of basketball coming up. And I might do an extra one depending on how I feel, but yeah, we'll see.
I got about 4 fantasy basketball leagues that I'm in this year.
Oof, I only have 2.
No, I got 3. Sorry, somebody asked me to do one. I don't want to do another category league, so we're only head to head over here. Let me say this though. Me and Phil had a conversation about betting the other day. How I became basically a bookie for one of my friends because he asked me about information all the time, and I'm giving him information. He hit for a large sum of money last week.
How much?
Did he?
It was north of 10K. Let's say that.
Wow, good stuff.
So Phil's over here like, how come you're not giving us any information like this, and you're giving us stuff like Jets money line against the Eagles?
That hit, didn't it? I'm just yeah. We talk about it. By the way, who said I would bet with you? I'm just saying I'm with you.
Did you?
Yeah, I bet.
How much did you bet on?
$5. It was only $5.
I mean, also the Giants almost pulled the upset over the Bills last night as well.
I don't want to talk about that. That got me so tight.
Oh,
no pass interference. Twice.
Yeah, but we'll talk about that on Thursday. So yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that Thursday. I'm just saying though.
I mean, what?
That was pretty good.
If I was you, I would have put five on my a small amount. Like I don't know how much your friend bet, but if it's your advice, I put like a small amount on it.
That's valid.
I don't know how much you would have won off of $5, but you would have won something at least off of your own advice.
But I'm just saying, like I give you sauce and you didn't take it.
One time. The one time.
I'm willing to take sauce whenever. So if it's out there, I'm just letting you know.
I gotta check the script again.
Understandable.
But, we're just talking about who we're excited to see this year. And my statement after John was saying how he's excited to see I forgot who he said he was excited to see. Damn.
A bunch
Memphis.
of people.
There you go.
Yeah, Memphis really.
He was excited to see about Memphis, and there's no rush behind him. That's what he's saying, right? No, go get your ring. You better get that ring now.
You think so?
You got 2 years to get that.
They
ring.
young. They young.
Who else young?
Who else?
Listen, stop. Everybody has 2 years max. 3 years max. sorry.
What's happening in
Get a
2 years,
ring.
3 years? What's going on?
Because in 3 years, when Wemby is no longer a rookie and a newbie in this league,
Sure.
it's over.
Sure.
You better put some pep in your
You
step.
better hope Popovich don't build a team around him.
Put some pep in your step
Sure.
immediately.
Sure. I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see how much weight he put on this offseason. Because they hit him for a reason. They hit
Oh.
him because I'm just saying, tape is out. When tape is out, and he looked
Tape is out.
like he needed a little. I'm just saying, he looked like he needed a little weight to him. Once he gets a little weight on him, I think you're
Don't
right.
need no weight.
But
He does
You don't
not
think
need
so?
any type of weight.
at all,
I mean, he
Nope.
didn't play against Miami. He didn't play against Bam that much. I guess he plays up against like Jokic,
Big guys?
Giannis, and the beating
Yeah.
them.
Okay,
I think
yeah,
once he
you
gets
gotta
he's
see
just
that.
like-
But here's the thing: like from what I've seen from this man,
Oh yeah, after that Miami Heat game.
I'm talking about in the Miami Heat game alone. We can talk
Yeah.
about.
Oof.
we could talk about it.
And I'm
Yeah, it
talking
was a
about
great game.
defensively. I'm not even talking offensively right now.
Sure.
Defensively,
He was
anything
he was
that happens to him, he'll recover. He's that tall.
valid. That's
And
valid.
lanky.
I
Yeah,
was waiting for that.
He's that tall and lanky that he can recover from anything.
I'm nervous about the leg thing. I think big guys, especially
I mean,
in his category. I mean,
it's okay to have that worry because of his build.
yeah,
I see a foot injury coming. It's happened with all of them. Chet got it
Sure.
this year.
sure.
Blake
had
Embiid
it.
had 2 of them.
Odom
Jokic
had
has
it.
yet to get hurt for real, for being honest.
Mm-hmm.
But Nurkic got hurt, another 7-footer.
Mhm.
Ayton hasn't gotten hurt yet.
Yao, talk about Yao
Yao
Ming.
Ming, you feel me? Like
Yeah,
the foot injuries, leg injuries, they come for these bigger guys. But like,
but I also think remember what we saw with Steph and how he was getting injured with those ankles early, and then the training staff worked on him, and they realized you have to build him up. You know what I mean? Like I think the same thing could be with him. You know what I mean? I think 2 years in the league, it's a little bit more. I mean, when I said weight, I should have said muscle. My bad, muscle. It's a little bit more muscle on him. I think he gonna be really scary
listen,
because like when Giannis came in the league, he was nothing. Look at him now. You know what I mean?
Wemby already scared the hell out of me. So
Damn. And he ain't even need muscle. God damn. Oh my god.
it's really going to be like the next 3 years. It has to be Boston. Bron got to get one more if he really want it.
He's waiting for his son. That's the thing. I think his
I
son,
know, but if
where
really
he
want another
goes,
ring, he better get you. I think LeBron's championship window closes this year.
does it really?
I
I think
think so. That's my hot take.
my hot take is I think whoever drafts Bronny that offseason, there'll be a migration to that team. And I think a team will form to compete with LeBron James and his son. I mean, maybe I'm wrong by
Unless
that,
it's
but
San Antonio, there will be no championship.
that's valid.
OKC has
But
a
if
lot of
it's,
picks.
could you imagine if it's in the East though, and LeBron goes back to the East and just has to cakewalk that way?
I mean,
It's not. There's no cakewalk in the East anymore.
no.
You don't think so? I don't know.
The
I mean,
Bucks,
I hear
the
you.
Celtics.
I mean, as
the
of right
Sixers.
now, you have the
As of
Bucks
right
in the
now.
honest
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
you still have Boston, who just added Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis.
That's
okay?
valid.
You still
Yeah.
have. I hate to say it, but you do still have Philly.
You do have Philly. As of right now.
Still got Philly. I think you
Miami's still
got-
there. I mean,
Miami's still there. You still got Cleveland, who just added a wing now, who they can compete. I think if you run this team against the Knicks, this Cleveland team wins.
okay. Well,
Easily.
yeah, I hear that too.
But
They're
again,
also
you
different.
now have the Knicks as well, who are also competitive and only getting better.
That's valid. I don't. You know what?
I'd rather stay in the West, to be honest, if I was LeBron.
Are we seriously saying though that the West is easier to get through the East? I agree with you, but okay, all right, we'll say that.
Easier
All right.
to get through.
It's just hard to say that.
It's just
hard
Denver.
as like
It's Denver
I think
and
the East is probably easier
Golden
to.
State.
The
Yes.
East
Oh
level
my
of
god.
competition is very like the West level of competition is very just top heavy. It's
I'm gonna
like-
say this. I'm
Nuggets?
gonna say this real quick.
Go ahead.
Phil, you be hating on Chris Paul that moved to Golden State. I think they show you
it does
something.
nothing.
Okay, what if it does something? We don't know what it does. There's nothing to know yet.
You got a shorter version of Draymond who can pass better. Congrats.
That's great.
Who can't play
that's
defense?
what-
Who has worse defense?
I mean, Phil, let me
Maybe
tell you
we
something.
play Twister like
Who
all over the
talks?
court.
Who talks more crap to Golden State than anybody else? I hate Golden State. All right,
We all do.
but I just want to see what happens with Chris Paul before we hate on him. What if Chris Paul's the missing link somehow? They start winning somehow. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to happen, but he doesn't score that much, right?
No, he's more of a playmaker.
So, I mean,
well, they already have Curry and Draymond. See, that's exactly why I see why you adding Chris Paul helps. You need scoring off the bench. You don't need another playmaker. You already have Draymond, Chris Paul. You had him sort of a Poole who was younger and a better scorer than Chris Paul. So
you'd have to pay Poole soon the max after this contract that you already paid.
How much they paid Chris Paul with this trading him, absorbing his contract from Phoenix in Washington?
No, I get that. It's not as much though. Some people are taking those bites.
Plus, you basically threw away your future because as soon as Clay, Curry, and Draymond are done, rebuild.
Well, that's why. I mean, that's what they. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Jordan
I
Poole
mean,
could have been
they're
the future,
fine with that.
potentially. But, hey.
Yeah, but they didn't want to. I mean, what I'm saying is like they were in that Aaron Rodgers speak of, or do we go with the young guy or do we stay with the new guy? You know what I mean? And I mean, of course, as a franchise, you're gonna go with the young guy because he's gonna be there longer, right? But I mean, they doubled down and they went with their old guys, and they're like, we want to go one more time. And maybe they are delusional as hell. You know what I mean? But I still like them more than a couple other people in the West. You know what I mean? Like as much as I like the Clippers, like they got to do something for me this year. You know what I mean? Like Kawhi had spurts, you know what I mean? But I really got to see what he does this year. I think he's going to be a completely different player with this new rule,
right?
That we were talking about.
What else did we go over?
We were just talking about some of the new stuff that happened in the NBA. We were talking about just people we liked. Yeah, I mean, we promoted the thing that's coming out on Thursday, the top 100 NBA players that you guys did.
Oh yeah, John. If you had to guess, where would the NBA rank Russell Westbrook on their top 100?
I don't know.
We're talking about ESPN here, by the way.
Yeah.
Is he not 75?
Nope.
Is he's not even on the top 100?
He is on there.
Okay, so is he higher than 84?
Yes.
Are you serious? He's higher than 84?
Yep. Keep going.
All right. 92?
One more.
93. Interesting. Yes. Okay. I mean,
that's bullshit, right?
Yes and no. I mean, no offense. We can't excuse what happened in LA. That happened. Like, I don't mean to be like that happened to his career. You know what I mean?
Is Wembanyama better than Westbrook?
I don't think so. I mean, personally,
he's 38 or 34.
Okay, I get that. All right, Elijah, can you help me out with this Wembanyama thing? I mean, I think they are overplaying Wembanyama, but
let me say this: how can somebody be a better NBA player than somebody who has not
never played in the league?
NBA minute?
Yeah.
They put Scoot Henderson better than Russ too.
I don't think that's true.
Holmgren was better than Russ.
I don't think that's true. I think there are a lot of players that are not better than Russ. I think Russ definitely took a hit. I don't think it should have been 93, but I'm just saying.
This like I said to Phil. There are not 30 players in the NBA. No, 40, I said, right?
Yeah.
There are not 40 players in the NBA better than Russ.
There might be 35.
Yeah.
There's 35.
Yeah, there might be 30. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Players in the NBA better than Russ.
I'd keep him in myself. I'd say he's a top 75 player. I don't mean to be like that. I think he deserves a hit. You know what I mean? This happens everywhere. You know what I mean?
Because of that first half?
No. Yeah. But like what I'm saying is like this happens in football too with players. You know what I mean? Like players completely taking a drop off because they were injured or you know what I mean? Like whatever. Like it's just the occurrence of what happens. I mean, how is the top NBA players voted on? Is it voted on by players?
Oh, it basically ESPN sent their NBA analysts and experts, told them, hey, stay in a room and make a list.
Okay, so that's why it's bullshit.
Yes.
Because it's not the way the NFL does it is it's player only voting.
Yeah, so it was ESPN's top, yeah.
So if the players did it, no offense, but Russ would be first of all, if he wouldn't even take that big of a hit, in my eyes. I don't know.
But I feel like the players
do the NBA one though, so
that's how they should be doing it. They should be doing it the way the NFL is doing it, as in it's a player only run thing. Because the media bashes people inside and out. We talked about that earlier too. I mean, I don't know.
They should.
I mean, they should, but I mean, 93?
Yeah, 93.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even a Russ fan that much. You know what I mean? Like, I respect his game. I respect what he did for the game. I expect, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, like, if I had to save 5 players that I've watched for the past like 10 years, it probably like maybe my 5 doesn't include Russ. Maybe it includes bigger guys because that's how I like to play the game more, or maybe include like Russ is a very special player. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is like, even as he gets older, 93 is like he's retiring next year. You know what I mean? Like that's a disrespectful number. Like, I don't mean to be like that, but like, what is going on? Like, I don't.
They gave Perkins a pen and a pad to say write down any random.
Yo, honestly, like I don't understand why Perkins is a media analyst. Like, I don't mean to be like that, but like, how many years did he play in the league? 8?
Probably 10 plus.
Okay, 10 plus.
He played for the Celtics.
That was disrespectful.
Celtics, Pelicans.
I don't count his stints on the bench. Like, I don't count him in Cleveland. And Cleveland.
So yeah, his meaningful years, Celtics and Pelicans and Thunder, probably.
Did he play? Pelicans. Yeah, probably not Pelicans.
He was a starter for the Celtics on a while, and then the Pelicans and Thunder, he was sort of back and forth.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I probably count him. He probably did over 10 years with adding the Pelicans to the Celtics.
But there's also like Rashad McCants. There's players who obviously played in the league, but their opinion you shouldn't ask for on the league.
But who's? Damn it! Why can't I think of his name? Who's the college analyst at a Duke?
Jay Williams.
Yes, you know he's from Jersey.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he's from Plainfield.
Ooh,
Jay Williams. Yeah. Apparently, he's from like my grandma's neighborhood or something. I just found that out like last year or whatever. It was crazy. Or
also,
around the neighborhood.
I don't know when, but we will be dropping our own, top something list. I don't know when, but it'll happen down the road.
100 or 10 or
like 30 or 40. Okay, probably 30.
Yeah.
30 sounds good. And we'll drop our own individual top 10, and we'll do a group 30, like us three and TJ, top 30.
Maybe.
Hey
Maybe
man,
we'll
I can
50.
actually sit here and give you a top 30 right now.
Shit.
I mean, top 10 right now.
Okay.
Would y'all like that, or y'all want to wait?
I think we save it for a video, or like
we should save it for a video, but off the top of your head, why not? Why not? I'm
yeah. We'll do with no thinking, just random. Yeah, top 10. We'll do that right now. Fuck it.
I already have my list out. I did my list in the fantasy chat already. Actually,
I'm not gonna really do mine, but I want to hear yours.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Elijah.
I'm not gonna do mine either. I have mine thought out. You said
okay.
I have mine thought out and.
Can you give me a top 5 or can you give me a top 3?
Well, it's in the chat already, John.
It's in the chat. My bad.
Yeah. Me and Elijah pretty much agreed on our top 3.
Who is
the top 3 is Jokic, Embiid, and Giannis.
Yes.
In that order.
All right.
It's in the fantasy basketball chat.
But I agree, disagree, I guess. I like Jokic. I like the Embiid. I like that match. I think Giannis is getting I think he should be 2. I think he should be 2. I don't know. That's just me.
Understandable, but I just think there's a reason that Jokic has been top 2 in MVP voting for the last 3 years.
It is, yeah, it is.
So wait, you got Jokic, Giannis, and then Embiid, or do you have?
I'd probably go. I don't want to put Jokic at 1, but yeah, I'd probably go that way.
It's whatever you believe, sir.
I mean, he deserves it. He just won a chip. He did. And he's been an MVP and he's been a candidate and he's done his stats. I just think. Is he more than 1 for more than this year?
I mean, he's been proven for 3 years.
But that's what I mean. Like, what I'm saying is, I'm cool to keep him at 1, but is he 1? It's going to be 1 next year. Like, that's what I mean. Like, I don't want to I
mean, if he keeps playing like this, it's all about who's the best skill at skill wise. Sure. I mean, yeah. If he's yeah, absolutely.
I'm just saying. I feel like that proclamation or putting him at 1. I mean, I know you guys probably valued him close to 1. I just think the media or other people, you know what I mean? This is more of a newer thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I think they have Giannis. Well, ESPN has Giannis
for the longest. And I mean, I'm fine with Giannis being in that category, but now you're saying Jokic is better than him. You know what I mean? As much as and I agree in a way he's just as good, maybe, you know what I mean? But he should have been better than him before he won a chip and then continuing. You know what I mean? Versus, I don't know. Maybe that's a bad take, but I don't know. I shouldn't even be talking about it. I apologize about the Jokic thing. I'm happy that he won. I'm happy that he did what he needed to do.
John, just like the Morris brothers, I can't hold this grudge against them.
I was the one, realistically, if we're talking about people who didn't like Jokic, or at least the hype around him, it was probably me, right? Yeah. I wanted him to do something, and he did something. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm happy that he did something. You know what I mean? I got to give him his flowers.
Right. Okay. Oh, you said you got the game for tonight, John? That's what we're going to do.
Before we go into that, Phil, what is your outlook for the Celtics this year?
Yeah, what's your outlook? We've been dying to know about this.
Damn. Oh, wow. On the spot. Well, Drew Holiday has been added. Kristaps has been added. We lost Rob Will, Brogdon, and Smart. So if you look at starting lineup wise, I think probably one of the best in the league. I'm not going to say the best because the Bucks are still there, obviously. So I mean, if someone said Bucks or Celtics top one of your best teams, I wouldn't be mad at it, either one. But for the outlook, probably 50 something plus games and 55 plus. But I think it'll be a better year for Coach Missoula, just because last year he was thrown into the fire because of the whole Ime situation. But now he has his own coaching staff, because last year he was coaching without his actual coaching staff. It was Ime's. But I think we'll probably start off slow because new chemistry, some draftees, Jordan Walsh. I expect him to have a good year, not rookie of the year candidate type of year, but I think he has a good rookie year. Maybe our Marcus Smart replacement. Well, besides Drew Holiday, but I see this team. They should be the top 2 seed in the East. Nothing more, nothing less. Definitely bottom ceiling Eastern Conference appearance, and like every year. But then like ceiling is the championship.
Do they take a step? Do they go to the finals this year?
Yes, I believe so. Well, that's biased, but I believe so. I think the one, if anything's going to cost the Celtics this season, it's going to be health and depth. Just because obviously Kristaps Porzingis, he has a history of being injured. Even though he played 65 games last year, his career high. But I can see what happened earlier in the season. That's why he could play in the FIBA games because of his injury. Also, outside the starting lineup, there's not much depth, especially at center. Horford and Porzingis are both starting, I believe. So Luke Cornett is a backup. They picked up a former King center, Kiedis, a tall 7-footer. They also picked up Wyndon Gabriel. So probably, yeah. If I had to choose one reason or 2 reasons for the Celtics downfall, if they don't do it this year, it's probably depth and health. And we also got to see how Tatum and Brown mature, just because there's no more Marcus Smart. I mean, Al Horford is still there, but it's about time that Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown has to step up as the leaders. They need to lead the charge. They need to be the emotional leaders late in the game. We saw Horford and Smart do that, but Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, they're both the best players on the team, and Jason Tatum is one of the best players in the planet. You have to follow that up with leadership, and this is your year to do it. You can't have Al Horford be on the coaching chair or Missoula and try to hype this team up. That's your job, because that's the responsibility of a top player in the league to do that. So we'll see how this year turns out. But I'm very, very optimistic for the Celtics team.
Don't let Noah Lyles hear you say that Jason Tatum's one of the top players on the planet.
Yep. He said, "Oh,
Who?
what about Alex Antetokounmpo?"
Noah Lyles.
I don't know who that is.
I'm
The
not gonna lie,
fresh guy,
man.
murder.
His statement really resonated around the basketball world a lot. And,
I don't give a voice to Noah Lyles like that. As much as I like Noah Lyles and I appreciate his grind, why don't you win something and then talk your shit? I mean,
he actually won 2 gold medals this
He
year.
went 2 gold medals
this year?
Yeah,
But it was just championships.
it's still gold medals against
You
everyone
win in
else
the
in the world.
Olympics though? I'm just
Listen,
saying.
This is what I'm gonna say
He'll
about
be in the
Noah Lyles.
Olympics.
I'm
This is
just
all I'm gonna say
saying.
about Noah Lyles. We all know who the fastest man in the world is, and it's not him.
And that's the disrespect though. Like I don't know.
Insane.
You think it's Usain still?
He's not that old. I don't understand. How old do people think he is, for real?
How old is he?
Would he ever come out of retirement?
36
Probably
or
not.
38, bro.
I don't think he'd come out of retirement. It'd be crazy.
I don't
He's
think
37 right now.
He's what?
37.
37.
He's 37. He'll be 38 next Olympics.
But like, I don't count world championships. No offense.
The reverse
I'm
Noah
done-
Lyles.
I don't mean to be like. I count
Don't worry
Olympics.
about it, because when we come
I
through
don't
the
know.
Olympics,
He better win though. Like what I'm saying is like, did you see Sha'Carri Richardson lose at the finals or whatever? She said, "I'm the 6th fastest woman. I will be here again." And I mean, that's the fact. You know what I mean? Like she had a bad like final race or whatever, like the last one.
this summer?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she had like one bad one, and like she came in like 6th, and like I think the Jamaicans like burned her or whatever, but like she's like, I'll be back next year or whatever. And like that's the god honest. She's the 6th fastest woman ever. Like they all broke that record. You know what I mean? She just missed
Listen.
by that much. You know what I mean? Like,
Sha'Carri won a lot of races this year, so kudos to her.
yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
But we know what everybody really counts the Olympics. We count these world championships because, have at them. You feel me? But
Sure.
the Olympics is where the real money is, for real. That's where everybody's eyes are going to be. And it's going next year. It's going to be some niggas in Paris.
I knew that line was setting up
That's
somewhere.
crazy.
That line is ready and loaded.
What did Gilbert Arenas say? Braun coming.
Yep.
Okay.
So what did Coach Sanders say? Louis, Gucci, Prada,
All the Louis, Gucci, Prada, Valencia.
Embiid said, "Fuck Cameroon, fuck France. I'm joining Team USA." Oof.
Listen,
Lord.
Bron, Steph, KD, and B. Look, starting lineup right there.
I want to see it happen. I want to see that happen.
It's happening.
All right.
As long as nobody gets hurt,
Sure.
Kawhi's going.
Sure. Okay.
That's how you know it's real. He don't play.
Okay, that's valid. That's valid.
Kawhi wants to go.
That's what's
Kyrie
up.
said he wants to go.
That's what's up. That's
PG
what's up.
wants to go.
Okay.
Jason Tatum wants to go.
That's great.
Who else said they wanted to go?
And Edwards.
And Edwards wants to. He's probably not gonna make the team at this.
I think he'll.
And Edwards not gonna make the team.
I think he'll be a bench spot, to be honest, because he was the lone shining star of last year's team.
But there's so many bigger names.
Too, was there? Why you gotta be like that?
Who?
Listen, USA is very guard heavy. If we're being honest.
Sure, they are.
Like that 1 to 3 spot, we have so many people that would go above Ant, which is Steph, Kyrie, Dame.
Yeah.
And you want to see these older players too. Yeah.
You got Booker, you got KD, you got Bron.
Yeah.
If Ant playing the 2, I think maybe. But
I think he probably play 3 just because.
If he's playing the 3, he's not going. It's Bron, Kawhi, PG, Tatum all want to go.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
He can just watch.
He can play the 2. You don't think he can play the 2?
He can.
I think he should play the 2.
Oh, he can.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Though.
That's the only way he's getting in. That's what Elijah's saying.
But that's fine. I mean, it is what I mean. I think sometimes they're gonna mess around too with it. You know what I mean? Like I think it's gonna be like a brother bondingly kind of thing, like it almost like was with Kobe, and you know what I mean. Like I think there's gonna be those stories. Hopefully, you know what I mean.
Well, I think it's gonna be LeBron's last Olympic hoorah. You feel me?
Sure.
Yep.
And he's not leaving there with nothing less than gold.
Yep.
You think they're gonna bring anybody younger? Could you imagine them bringing
Halliburton, maybe Ant?
No, like younger than that. Like,
I don't think Halliburton's super young. He's only in his 4th year.
Yeah, I'm talking about like
or 5th
rookie. Yeah.
No, they won't. No.
There's no rookie that can go for real.
They're not gonna pull Anthony Davis.
They should.
The only real rookies in the USA are like Scoot Henderson or Thompson.
Valid.
I don't think
Brandon Miller, but
someone's so explosive, you know what I mean, that you got to put him on the team.
Ant's the only answer.
Yeah, because I don't see any of like the first year rookies coming in.
I mean, Dream Team had Christian Laettner. Should have had Shaq. Could you imagine if they had Shaq?
Maybe USA could find like a rookie big or something. Maybe like I hate to say it, but Walker Kessler would probably be like.
That'd be
maybe
cool.
Chet.
He could probably sneak on the team because they don't have anybody for real out there.
Yeah, because I don't know if they don't bring Bam back.
Dwight Howard probably come back. Bam could go.
Absolutely.
Bam could play a 4 with AD.
That's facts.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this next summer. Oof.
I think the chemistry is going to be so good that really anybody could go if a lot of people are going. You know what I mean?
There's probably gonna be tryouts. They're probably gonna have to cut some tough people.
There's only 14 players on Team USA, man.
Yeah, they're gonna have to cut some people.
They're in tryouts.
Wait, hold on.
They're only invitation.
There's only 11 players at 12.
I think they take 14, don't they?
I think they have 14. I only remember seeing like numbers 4 through 15.
Yeah, but like it's
which is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's 12.
I don't know the exact number, but they have reserves sometimes.
I think it's 12, man.
It's 12, yeah.
Yep. Oh, damn. You have to make some tough cuts then.
Yeah, some people are super tough cuts, man. But we know who at least 6 people are going. It's gonna be Bron.
Guaranteed.
It's gonna be Steph.
Yep.
It's gonna be Embiid.
Sure.
It's gonna be KD.
Well, Embiid's not.
It's gonna be Book, and it's gonna be Tatum. That's 6. That's
John. Embiid already called it. He said,
I get he can call it, but like there's no dispute. Like no one's disputing his.
Would you?
Nope,
no, I wouldn't. Hell no.
France would. That's what I'm saying. Like what I'm saying is like
because it's his choice. It's the player's choice.
No, I get that, but if you're already enrolled somewhere, there could be a dispute. Like that's why Naomi Osaka is only Japanese. You know what I mean? Like
I mean, he has double citizenship, so he could choose.
Yeah, I get that. I'm just saying sometimes at least for female sports, there is a dispersion sometimes. I'm not saying it should happen. I'm just saying it has happened before in the past.
Yeah, I think for USA Olympics, they have to play the shoes wherever. I think isn't that mostly Olympics or no?
Well, yeah, but sometimes people play like Carl Anthony Towns can't go because he already played for Puerto Rico.
Yeah, because he chose to play for Puerto Rico.
That's what I mean, though. Like what I'm saying is like maybe Embiid didn't, but didn't he participate in like France's or somebody's like?
Yeah, so
practice?
the 3 teams he can play for is Cameroon,
Sure,
which he's from, France,
Sure.
and USA. He chose USA. Yeah.
and he technically didn't practice or he wasn't involved with France at all.
Nope.
All right, cool then. All right, then it should be said
All,
then.
yeah, all he has is citizenship there. That's it.
Sometimes when like you're already like invested or put into the program, you're eligible tech.
Oh, yeah,
eligibility or
yeah,
whatever.
okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. If he actually was
If he
like,
did it,
and
but he
talks to
didn't,
France,
right?
Yeah, no.
All right, cool.
Anyway, man, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring up that Noah Lyles thing. Before we get into the game, real quick, I do want to talk about what's going on in Charlotte. Whole bunch of chaos. I know John has something to say. I want to say this. I told John this off air. Kai Jones reminds me of Antonio Brown.
Fire music. Hey, that's
Maybe.
Hey,
It reminds me of Antonio
Hey.
Brown so much,
Hey.
and it's literally just that neither of them are right in the head. Miles Bridges, I don't know what the hell's going on with him.
Yeah.
And he was shooting at the facility like earlier today or the day before.
Like, I say this all the time. When it comes to being a person of that stature, you feel me? You gotta duck off. Like, I'm not saying stay out of the spotlight because it's gonna be hard to do. Paparazzi gonna follow you. You feel me? People
Right.
gonna follow you. They want the news and stuff, but you gotta.
But this is like a jaw thing. You know what I mean? This is like a young
Makes
dumb
no sense.
decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not
That's
even a
what I'm-
jaw thing. Ja got 25 games for holding a gun. He didn't shoot nobody.
That's facts. That's fact. That's yeah. I mean,
It's
Yeah,
still
'cause
like-
you know how Disney is.
There's still certain things that you gotta do in life that's just like.
but Ja got overpunished, and I mean, maybe I'm the wrong judge of character, but I just think
Only reason I disagree is because this is a second offense.
sure,
Yes.
sure, and I hear you, and I know the point, and I've seen both videos, and it's just the money thing that annoys me with the amount of games able to play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you need 65 to be eligible for awards
Yeah.
and stuff like
So
that.
they're not even counting him eligible, so they're fucking his money for a
Yeah,
year.
he's only
That's
get
what's annoying.
57 games in.
Which could be honestly could be fucking his whole contract over with Memphis. You know what I mean? Because
Well,
they're trying to offer him a super max.
That's
Whose
his
fault is
fault. Yeah.
I mean, do you think Memphis can just offer him that super max regardless?
They probably can.
Okay. Just wondering. I don't know. That's just
Here's my thing, which I learned this from real early on, bro. Whatever you do, there will be consequences.
valid. Yeah. Good and bad
And
things too.
those consequences could seem unfair as whatever, but you have no choice but to live with them.
That's true.
So we may feel Ja got overpunished. They dragged it.
Mm-hmm.
You got to live with that consequence. Same thing that I say about Sha'Carri when she got caught smoking. She had to live with the consequence because it was a rule. And
Yeah.
she was okay with living with it. Everybody else
Yeah.
was out here just outraged. And it's like, listen, this was her consequence.
Yeah.
She's living with it.
Yeah.
And I respect that. But it's
Yeah.
like, whatever you do, there is a consequence.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. I think consequences need to be done in Charlotte because I mean, it's
Yes,
I,
punishments need to be handed out there.
yeah,
like- Miles Bridges needs to be suspended not even a little longer. He needs to be in jail right now, if I'm being honest with you, man.
sure.
He
Absolutely.
needs to be in jail.
Yeah.
What's the dude? Kevin Porter Jr.?
Yep.
Yeah.
Needs to be in jail.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who else in the NBA needs to be in jail?
Brandon Miller.
No.
I don't know what Brandon Miller did for real.
It was gun charges in Alabama, I believe, when he was there. It was some type of gun charge story, but
There wasn't
Okay,
like
gun
domestic
charge?
or anything.
A gun charge, I think he would have gotten out by now. Anyway,
I think who else?
like first time offenders, especially for like possession, that's not really like a hefty thing. It's when you have history behind you, that's when it becomes a problem for real.
And realistically, you need treatment. You know what I mean? That's what you need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You need someone to take you aside and be like, "Hey, you're not acting like an adult."
Yeah,
Like,
there's
just-
no.
You know what I mean? Like,
You get your ass whooped.
yeah.
That's
Which I
crazy.
mean, it's just crazy. It's crazy because like you're giving away everything you've dreamed of. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm
people-
surprised Michael Jordan hasn't done anything. Oh, well,
I
I'm
mean-
not surprised because he doesn't care. But
Isn't he's selling the team. He doesn't care.
he sold the team. Yeah.
yeah, he sold it already. I said like before, like maybe last year before he sold it. Nothing.
At the end of the day, like I said, it's literally like
I would laugh at how like that his relationship with Ball would be, because like LaMelo Ball would just show up to places and he'd be like, I don't know, he's a cool young kid, you know what I mean? But it just Michael Jordan was never like, I don't know, he never went out of his way. I don't know. That's just maybe that's a bad thing, but I don't know. Do you guys think LaMelo Ball could be traded by the end of this year?
no.
I'm surprised he hasn't asked for one.
Melo Ball should be gone. He's a hope to leave that.
He should have resigned.
Yeah,
That's what I
He's
mean,
not
though.
free signs.
Like I'm surprised there's no like outrage from the player. Like, hey, get me the hell out of here.
because he knows he's getting paid.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's just it.
He's like either the only reason why you gave me this because you know your team's a mess and you need me to save it.
I guess it's just great. I mean,
Hey, I don't know. I think it's like 3-4 year too, so we'll see how that goes. But he I don't know why he signed that shit. He could have been shooting somewhere else easily.
Easily.
feels like did it to himself.
Yep.
Jeez.
Just like Dame Lillard. You could have left Blazers and competed somewhere else, but no, you had to sign the extension. Now you had to wait so long just to join Giannis. It's your fault. You signed it. You're the one that signed the pen to paper at the end of the day. It's on you.
That's valid, I guess. All right.
Anyways, that's
ready
all the
for the
NBA
trivia?
stuff we really have today. We're gonna get into some trivia, yeah.
Lit.
Phil's been talking crazy, so I might have to let him win tonight just so he doesn't look bad. But let's get into
What did I do?
Phil might have the advantage on this one, guys.
Phil was talking crazy. He said he was saying before, like, if we're playing NBA trivia, he has it in the bag. So let's see.
Wow.
I got to be confident in myself.
Remember that?
This is-
You don't remember that, John?
I do remember that, and I'm sorry if I picked a wild trivia for tonight.
Oh,
We're gonna be doing NBA champions
Okay.
by years. If you're cool with that. If you're cool with
Easily.
that. All right. Cool. I'm gonna name the year. You're gonna name me the champion.
Oh, it's gonna be a
Okay.
random year. Okay.
Yeah,
Hold
it's
on.
gonna be
Are
a
we
random
doing
year.
the year the season started or the year the season ended?
I'm guessing when it
Like
started.
if I say 2023, if we
It's
say
the Nuggets.
2020
2023 is the Nuggets.
Okay, so like 2022 would be who won
Warriors.
last year. Cool.
Yeah.
So whoever won the championship in June. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Why you gotta be like that? But yeah. Whatever.
Yeah,
It's
that's-
just,
that's fine. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna start. We're gonna do a. I guess we'll do it until 3 X's, or how do you want to play this?
Yeah, let's go to 3 X's. That sounds
Okay.
good.
All right. Cool. Do 2004.
Oh,
Wave your
wait,
hand.
Wait.
Buzzer or raise your hand.
Yeah.
Wave your hand like this. First person to go across my screen. You gotta.
No. So that's basically.
Yeah. Just
Hold on,
give
let
me
me get a
motion.
buzzer. Let's
Okay.
get
Yeah,
the
buzzer.
What's
Buzzer
your
instead.
Phil?
Yo.
All right, mine is yeah.
Okay,
Damn,
gotcha.
I missed the opportunity there. Fuck.
You really? I gave it to you too. Pause.
Okay. Ready?
Yep.
Mhm.
All right. 2009.
Yo.
What you got?
Lakers.
One for Phil.
Good.
Phil, everyone keep track of your points. All right. Let's go. 2018.
Yeah,
Got you.
Warriors.
There you go.
That was a terrible year.
All right. 1994.
Yeah,
There you go.
Damn, he beat all the
Rockets.
Yos.
There you go. Two for Elijah. All right. Cool. All right. 2003.
Yo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give that to Phil. Sorry.
Pistons.
I said 2003. Wrong.
Thank
X.
you. Yeah,
What you got?
Lakers.
Oh, it was the Lakers. Yeah.
2003. I'm gonna have to X that. It was the
03?
Spurs. Yeah, 03 was the Spurs.
Oh.
It was close.
Oh yeah.
It was Nets. Spurs. Sorry. Let's
Okay.
go.
Phil is hurt on this one.
I thought you'd get it. My bad.
No. Hey, good question.
Get 2020.
Yo,
COVID
Yeah.
year. Okay,
Oh,
I'll give that to
damn.
Elijah.
It's no Lakers.
Yep. There you go.
I said-
Oh, was that? I shouldn't have said COVID year.
Oh no.
Okay.
No. I thought I said it first. You're good.
Okay. Let's go. 86.
Yo, Celtics.
What you got? Yep, that's Celtics.
Thank you.
Let's go. 2002.
Yeah,
Yo,
Elijah.
Lakers.
All right, there you go. Let's go. 2012.
Yeah,
Yo.
Elijah again. Sorry, Phil.
Damn.
I'm sorry, Phil.
What?
the
No,
Heat.
no.
What?
That's
Yep,
the
he. Yep,
Heatles.
yep.
Yeah.
1990.
Yo,
What you got?
Lakers.
Nope.
yeah.
What you got?
Pistons.
There you go. All right. Sorry, it was the first one where he was definitely not alive that he got. So I had to celebrate with him because we old. All right.
Last
2006.
Yo,
There you
Oh,
go, Phil.
damn.
Miami.
I knew it too.
2013.
Yeah,
Yo,
That's Elijah. Sorry.
Heat.
There you go. Same one. 2017.
Yeah,
yo.
That's Elijah again. Sorry.
Damn.
Warriors.
Okay. 1999.
Yo,
All right, that's Phil.
Bulls.
Wrong.
Ooh,
Oh,
wrong.
so, yes. Oh wait, yeah.
Wrong.
Who you? Elijah, your turn.
I don't want to risk an X here.
Okay. All right, you'll pass. Phil, do you?
Can I say it? Am I allowed to say it?
Yeah, you're allowed to go for another one if you pass.
Was it Houston?
Oh, that's another X. That's 3 for Phil.
Damn.
That's the Spurs.
Who's-
99.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
99.
So Phil, is that 3 X's for you?
No, that's 2 X's because
That's 2. Oh, we going one more. All right, sorry.
Yeah.
Let's go 93.
yeah,
All right, there you go.
Bulls.
All right, let's go 2003.
Yo.
There you go.
Wait.
Wait, I already said this. I already
Spurs.
You
Yeah.
already did. I was getting ready to
Yeah,
say.
sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say.
sorry.
You already said that.
Sorry. 2011.
Yeah,
Yo.
All right, what you got, Elijah?
my Mavs.
There you go.
That was a good.
All
year.
right. How about 1978? Does anyone know this one? It's the 70s.
78.
Yeah.
I don't want to risk an X here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not either.
No, honestly, it's worth the guess, but
Is it the Nets?
no. Don't worry, I'm not gonna count you as an X.
Is
It's
it Bucks?
Bullets?
It's the Bullets.
Oh,
Bullets.
Washington.
So it was either one or the two for me.
Yeah, it's the Bullets. Let's go 1985.
Yo.
What you got?
Celtics?
Nope, Lakers.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
those are
3
bad.
X's, my boy.
That's X, yeah.
I got you on the sorry.
Yeah, that was the year after. Yeah.
Yeah, those are your after. Sorry about that. But
The whole
yeah.
80s was either Lakers or Celtics. So
Yeah.
Oh. But all right, that was a great matchup. And Elijah is our winner.
Yeah, last one.
Hey, I mean that's NBA trivia. I mean, hey, we'll be keep doing that. You know what I mean? We'll keep it up the trivia.
Good
You know what I mean?
trivia,
I
John.
like it.
I liked it.
Thank you.
Good
I
job.
appreciate you.
that one was easier than I thought it was gonna be. Sheesh, I was nervous.
Yeah, I don't like basketball trivia, so I want championships for
He
my
went
first one.
base. Yeah.
I went basic, but I mean, hey, we'll keep it rolling. They'll get harder.
And you got Thursday as well, so I'm excited to see
Yeah.
what NFL trivia we got.
Facts.
Yeah, because we wanted to save it since you weren't here for the last show, so we bumped it to Thursday. We just
Oh,
did a
that's what's
grid.
up. Yeah. That's right. We did do a grid. Oh,
I'll be
All
there
right.
this week though.
that's
Yep.
what's up.
Any other NBA topics you guys want to talk about, man? I'm kind of.
I'm good. I liked your take on Jason Kidd. I thought that was kind of wild. You got to tell Phil.
We say
I was
nothing.
like, I said, yo, is
All right.
Jason Kidd on the hot seat? He was like, Elijah, go ahead.
no.
I don't think he's on the hot seat this year. I think it's more on the GM to be on the hot seat this year.
I really like that answer. I thought
Actually-
that was a good answer.
Actually, yeah. Just
I thought
because
it
they
was a
haven't
really
helped
good
Luka as much and they haven't gotten him a reliable big. I can see that, yeah.
Because, like, listen, 2 years ago when we had Brunson, Jason Kidd had us in the conference finals.
He did.
Yes. But without him, yeah.
We lost Brunson. We lost a lot of steam. I don't think it's on Jason Kidd. I think it's on the GM.
Yeah, I can see that.
And it's on Mark Cuban a little bit too.
And I think Mark Cuban being there he could stabilize Jason Kidd. You know what I mean? He could fire the GM without firing Jason Kidd or vice versa. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was gonna say, oh, John, just some quick hitters before we head out.
Sure.
Any early award predictions? Because I got for defensive player of the year Evan Mobley and most improved Josh Giddey.
All right. I like Evan Mobley as defensive player of the year.
The deep
Most
boy.
improved Josh Giddey. I like that as well. I don't really have super big predictions. I'm hoping this rookie class is a lot like the NFL rookie class, where a lot of people come out of the woodwork. You know what I mean? Like I really hope to see an undrafted free agent, like another Miami poll or another. I don't know. I want
Miami got some nice rookies. Jaquez guy. Ooh. Yemi Jaquez.
And we were talking about how they really pulled out 3 starters out of nothing last year. You know what I mean? And they competed. And they can continue to do that. That's what all NBA teams should look for. Like, why is Portland not doing that? You know what I mean? Why are they not pulling anybody out of anywhere to try to score? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's just
they got Scoot.
I mean, yeah, they got Scoot, but they wasted Damian Lillard. They I don't mean to be like this, Phil, but what am I about? I'm about finding your star and paying your star and appreciating your star. You know what I mean? They tried to appreciate Damian Lillard. They gave him some playoff runs. It was a nice.
They gave him the money. Just they gave him the team around him.
But it was a mirage or whatever you want to call it. It was almost a joke. They never got him another star. You know what I mean? I mean McCollum, but I mean other than that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Any rookies you want to see this year that you're excited about?
Still with me?
Yeah.
Probably Scoot. I want to see what Scoot does in Portland. If we're keeping it a buck, I really want to see what Scoot does in Portland. I don't know. Nothing serious. I don't know. I haven't really looked at him yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at him. But.
Yeah. I mean, for me, besides Jordan Walsh, the Celtics rookie, I want to see what the Thompson twins do. I like the UCLA rookie in Miami Heat, Jaquez. I want to see what Brandon Miller can do outside of Alabama, even though he has troubles.
What about Chet Holmgren?
Yeah, I want to see what Chet can do because I think he'll be in the running for rookie of the year this year.
Does he get injured again though?
I hope not.
Okay, me either.
But you can never rule it out with someone that lanky.
Yeah.
But hey, yeah. Also, these pods will be every Monday, so we'll have guests on as well. And me, John, and our intern TJ will be cooking up something on Prize Fix or season long stuff. So stay tuned. Elijah, anything?
Nah, man. Mavs Nation. Feel me?
I don't feel you. Knicks Nation. All right. You choke again. I swear to God, Elijah. You choke again. I swear to God. I can't do this. 2 years in a row? No. Don't choke again. I swear to God.
Also, we do need that ice bucket
to
thing.
God.
We do need that still. Just a reminder.
Let me say this about your little Knicks Nation, John.
Yeah, look, y'all want to hear it. I want to hear it. What?
You remember that game in February where you guys were up 8 with like
you mean that one game? Yeah, one game.
Wait, that game was wild.
You remember when you had Kristaps Porzingis on your team and we beat y'all? I'm just saying.
I'm sorry.
It happened a lot. I'm just saying.
What was Kristaps Porzingis wearing the majority of his time on the Mavs?
It was wild.
A sling.
A sling?
A sling?
I mean,
free clothes.
Yo, could you sign him again? I don't know what it was, but the Knicks were just beating the Mavs out of nowhere. But yeah, I don't know what it was.
Hey, I mean, it's crazy. Potentially, we might go see.
I don't see it happening this year.
In the Garden, who knows? Maybe potential NBA trips.
I just find it funny that all of the Mavs players, like they play so well in Dallas, right? And as soon as they get washed, they go to the Knicks. Like Tyson Chandler did it.
Jalen Brunson,
Jason Kidd did it. You feel me? Like
Ooh.
I would say the same thing about Knicks players, but I mean, I didn't like that you took Boley, and now he's a bum on the Mavs. So
yeah, not on the Mavs anymore, is he?
He's not on the Mavs.
He's not on the Mavs. Well, I thought where'd he go?
Houston?
He's gone. I don't care. He's gone.
No, but seriously, where'd he go?
He's gone.
I think he went to Houston. Not gonna lie to you.
He's gone.
He's a free agent. Worst case scenario, he is.
Knicks should resign him. I don't care. He was good at shooting threes. That's all he needed to do. He couldn't do it in Dallas for some reason.
Yeah,
that's weird. But yeah, I mean, realistically, yeah, I'm happy for you guys. Hopefully, you guys have a good year.
2 more weeks.
Please don't.
Or no, next week
again.
Isn't next week?
What? No, it's 2 weeks, right?
2 weeks. Let me see. Opening night.
Who's playing?
Opening night is October 24th. So we're about 2 weeks away. So 2 weeks from Tuesday.
No,
No,
we're
next.
not.
It's next week.
No,
Sorry,
we're not. It's next
next week.
Tuesday.
it's next
Next
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Sorry,
Next Tuesday.
next Tuesday it will be first game 7:30 Lakers and Nuggets. Then next game after that Suns and Warriors. So yeah, so next Monday will be our last live before the NBA season starts.
Nice.
We will give full award predictions next Tuesday as well.
Yep, playoffs, stuff like that, yada yada yada. Who's gonna win the championship? So hey, stay tuned. Also, hopefully we gotta have our guy Waleed on soon. I know
I'm
that's a
excited
strong
to see
suit.
Waleed on.
Yep.
I mean, you gotta have somebody about that 93. You gotta ask Waleed. Oh my god, I want to see his.
Oh,
Thing on it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I mean, I think Waleed agrees he should take a little bit of a hit, but 93.
yeah, that's wild.
93 is insane. I don't mean to be like that, but what?
Hey, you know what? Don't worry. Me and Elijah voiced a lot of frustration on that on that video coming up Thursday for the NBA ESPN Top 100 bullshit list.
It's like I want to. Yeah, I got you.
Sign us off.
All right, so this has been another week of Wallace Central. I'm sorry, I'm watching the game, watching my stats and everything. It's been another week. You know where to find us. Phil is he has finally arrived. Here he is. I'm sorry. I'm like my mind is all over the place right now. But you know where to find us. We'll be here on Friday with our recorded pod about NFL, boxing, wrestling. I'm bringing NASCAR this week too. Shout out
Ooh.
Chris. Or was it
Okay.
Larry that said it? One of them said it.
It's Chris.
It was Chris, right? Yeah, making sure. Anyway, you know
Yeah,
where to find us.
Because we're
TikTok,
Team
Twitter,
Chris out here. Yeah.
TikTok,
Gotcha.
Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. This has been another episode of Live Baller Central. We're talking NBA, and yeah, we are not fans of Lizzo. Goodbye.
Bees. I got. We still live, lit.